Well, I said happy faces or sad faces. This is our sad faces. Welcome back to Maxi B CFC and Zony B CFC. So, not the result we wanted. 2-0 defeat, but I can't say we didn't play that badly. I'm not as annoyed as I was in some previous matches where we didn't give a good account of ourselves, because today I thought we did okay. In hindsight, tactically, I'll say that Sarri got it wrong. Wouldn't you agree, Tone?
Yeah.
Because we were talking, weren't we, before about the false nine, whether it's going to work or not. I said sometimes it's worked, sometimes it hasn't, and today was one of those cases when it hadn't worked. So what are your thoughts on the game, Zone?
We probably were. Liverpool probably had more possession, but we were probably the better side. We had more chances. But Liverpool just like.
That's in the first half, yeah?
Yeah. But I don't know how Mosai's good it was, like, looking at that goal. I know it was a good shot.
It was a good goal.
Shot,
it was a good goal.
But
And
Wimco.
you know what I like to say about that goal? Those idiots, those idiots who were singing Salah's a bomber at the Prague game. Hey, we weren't even playing Liverpool, so why were they singing about Salah? All that's done is fired up Salah today. Salah was really motivated, and you could see that he wanted to go out there and prove a point. So when these racist idiots come with these chants, all they're doing is doing the team talk for the opposition player, really. Because you know what, I could imagine him saying, I'm going to show those Chelsea fans what I'm made of today. And you can see by his celebration as well, he did the little, was it the prayer thing, and he knelt down and done the Muslim bow, etc. And that was to say, you know what, you can take the mick out of me, but I will get my own back on the pitch. So well done, those racist idiots who allowed Salah to be really motivated, up for the game. And not only did he score that wonder goal, it was him who hustled Emerson out of the ball for the first goal. He out-muscled him and passed it to that idiot, I don't like it, what's his name, Henderson. What's it about Henderson when he plays against us? It's like a couple of seasons ago he scores a worldie and then he puts in a superb cross. Usually he's average against most other teams, but when he plays against us he seems to put in his best performances. And plus Liverpool as well, they always score these goals against us, don't they?
Like Sturridge.
Yeah. Henderson had that worldie against us. Sturridge in the last minute, and now that goal by Salah. So, like I said, when a goal's conceded, you can't do anything about it. You just have to say fair play. But what happens to us in the first 10 to 15 minutes of the second half? Then someone put a stat out on Twitter, and I think 14 times this season we've conceded between the 45 and 60 minute mark. So that's a lot, because that says to me that either the team talk, what's going on in half-time team talk, where's the motivation? Liverpool came out really motivated in the second half. We were sloppy. As I said, Emerson's to blame a bit because he should have been stronger when he went side to side with Salah. He was easily brushed off. Salah's not the strongest of players, so I'd expect Emerson to get the better. And then they were left 2 versus 1 on the back post for the cross. So not sure if it's Christensen and Aspilicueta who's meant to be picking up Mane, but to leave him open with that cross, it was just a lack of concentration. And then we kind of do what Chelsea tend to do when we concede. We just become a bit like headless chickens for the next 10-15 minutes, and then Liverpool were really on top. Obviously, Salah had that wonder goal, but we came back in, didn't we? Yeah. Yeah. So Hazard hit the post, didn't he? And then Hazard should have scored with that second chance, but he scuffed it. I think had we got back to 2-1, then Liverpool would have been really nervous, and I still think we could have probably come back to a 2-2. But after that, the second miss by Hazard, I could see that the confidence was draining from the side, and Liverpool from then just took control, didn't they? And we didn't really get any other chances to score. Yeah, Liverpool gained the momentum after that. So again, I think as well, what we did see when Hazard moved back to his favourable position on the left was he was a totally different beast. He was quite good in the first half, but in the first half what we found was that when we were there was no one in the box, so we had no focal point. So we were doing some good play, I think. Don't you think so? With some good football, but when it came to the final ball, there was no one to pass it to. But once Higuain came on, what we saw was, as I said, the new lease of life for Hazard. Higuain became that focal point, and we, as I said, for that 10-15 minute spell, we were in the ascendancy. But again, it's that we lack that clinical edge, that we don't have that person who can score the goals for us, can we? Liverpool got match winners. They got, Mane's their match winner. He's like, Salah was off the ball. Okay, he scored a great goal today, but Salah hadn't been scoring for a few weeks, and then Mane steps up to the plate. Firmino can score goals when the other two are not doing it. With us, if Hazard's not scoring, who scores for us?
Sometimes Giroud, he scored more than Higuain.
But in the league, he's scored 2?
2, no, he got that's Higuain.
No, Giroud scored 2 in the league. He scored a lot in the Europa League. But in the actual Premier League, he's only got 2 goals this season. And Higuain, he scored 3 for us since he's been there.
Yeah,
yeah, 3, yeah. 2 against Huddersfield, and then 1
against Fulham.
Against Fulham, yeah, that's right. But yeah, again, nobody to put the ball in the back of the net. Until we get a prolific goal scorer, we're always going to struggle. Because today we had chances. Willian had a chance, didn't he? Where he ran through, should have scored, or even hit the target. He didn't even hit the target. And yeah, so that's the disappointing thing for me. And we quickly go through the players really quick and then see how they get on. As I keep saying his name right, Arrizabalaga. So how do you think he done today?
I'll rate him a solid 8.5 out of 10.
8.5. Yeah, I think he did well. He made a few good saves. Both goals he couldn't really do anything about.
Yeah, but one goal he had a fingertip to it.
Yeah, but he couldn't really do anything about any of the goals. So I'll give him probably 7.
7?
Azpilicueta.
Great.
I thought he did all right defensively. When he likes to defend, he's not good coming forward, but I think he likes to defend. But
like a 7, like.
Yeah,
7
no, you're right. 6. Don't change your mind. 6 probably, because he did work okay, but you know you got to look at
that goal he should have saved.
That's right. You're looking at that goal at the far post. That's his side, and it's Christensen's side. So you got to look at who was doing the marking. So for that, I'm giving him 6. Louise, I thought he did okay. 7. Yeah, he was all right today. I don't think he put a foot wrong. 7 for Louise.
Rudiger 1.
Rudiger I thought was doing well until he went off. I thought he did really well. I thought we missed him when he went off. So I'll give him a 6, just because he came off early, but I think he did okay.
Give him a 6.5.
Yeah. Emerson I thought was average today. He's
7.
I'm giving him 5.5. Yeah, I don't think he was that great. I
I'm
think he was at fault for the
6.5.
goal. Even coming forward, he wasn't his normal bright self coming forward, so 5.5.
Actually 6.5.
Georgina, I'm only giving a 5.
Give him a 5.5.
I thought with Georgina, when we play a team who like to press aggressively, just like Liverpool did, Spurs in the past, his passing just goes all awry. And plus, there was one incident in the second half where I was screaming at the TV because I think it was Firmino. It wasn't even 50-50. I think it was 55-45 in Jorginho's favour. But because he's so slow, he didn't get to the ball before him, and so he doesn't give us that defensive shield against the better teams. And as I said, his passing isn't as good when we play against the good quality teams who can press us really fast and aggressive. I thought Ruben Loftus-Cheek, I'll give him an 8. I think he was our best player today. He was really strong. Again,
8.5.
Yeah, people just bounce off him and he runs with the ball. He did quite a few good things well. Sometimes a couple of times he could have passed it off earlier. My only criticism with him, but I thought the way that he shields the ball, the way he runs at players, and he controls the midfield. I thought he was like the best midfielder, the best player for us today. And our other midfield, Kante, probably a 7. He did some good things,
7.5.
Still, breaking up play a lot, and he showed a bit of, but again, there was no sort of quality end product, so 7 for me. But he did okay. Hudson was quiet today, wasn't he? I thought 6. Didn't really get into the game as such.
No, you read my mind.
Yeah, he didn't really get into the game as such today. Parston was okay, but he didn't really do a lot of dribbling. He got a few crosses in. If someone was in the box to get on the end of them, then maybe. But as I said, it was more quiet than usual. Hazard probably a 7.
No, when he played false 9, probably a 7. But when he went up, an 8.
8, 7.5 in total. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I agree with you. Simple. Yes, he did okay in the false 9, but I thought when he moved to the wide position, he was a totally different player altogether. And as I said, he'd have got a higher score and he put one of those chances away, because the fact that he missed that easy chance where he should have scored, that's why he loses the mark. So 7.5 for me. And if we look at Willian, I thought he was poor. I'm giving him a 5. Is he giving him a 7? No, 5 for me.
6.5.
He kept losing the ball. No, he kept losing the ball every time he had it. And then, as I said, that shot where he did that little good bit of play, but he should have hit the target.
No, he did good runs though. He can't doubt his skills.
Yeah, he's got good skills, but he should have hit the target there. He was losing the ball a lot, and he wasn't keeping hold of the ball properly, and so he was a bit sloppy in possession. Substitute, Sigurdsson came on. I thought he did okay. The link up, he was a 6. Yeah, the focal point was good, so he allowed Hazard to play better, and he did some. But most of his work I found was done deeper or wide, where we need him more in the box. So that's why it's probably a 6. Barkley, I can't really mark him because he didn't really, wasn't on for long, probably a 5. He just kept things steady.
I'll give him like a 5.
Christensen, he came on for Rudiger when Rudiger was injured.
I'll give him a 6.
I'll give him a 6, Rudiger, because again I think he may have
been
Christensen, yeah. He may have been partly responsible for that goal as well. But yeah, he did okay. So anyway, there it is. So disappointed not to get. But Liverpool, we got to give credit to Liverpool. I know we don't really want them to win, but we have to give them credit. They are a good side, and they played really well, especially with the pressure on after what happened with Manchester City game. They actually showed that they are in it to win it. So let's see what happens for the rest of the season, and onwards and upwards. We go again. I think we've got Burnley next Monday. So Burnley are still fighting for their lives. It's going to be a hard game, so we need to get back into winning ways, get back on the saddle, and 8 o'clock I think the kick-off. So we just need to, that big one now is Manchester United for us. If we don't beat Manchester United, obviously we're not going into the top 4. We have to win all the rest of our games from now to the end of the season. Either that or win the Europa League, otherwise we're not getting into the Champions League next season. But onwards and upwards, we'll still keep that blue flag. So I'll see you guys later, and have a good night. Goodbye.
So don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on all your notifications so you'll be notified when we make a video. Peace out.